I mean, he uses this really vivid image of a baby leaving the womb, right, of the mother,
Right.
entering the vastness of Earth, and then he uses that to kind of mirror the soul,
Yeah.
leaving the womb of Earth
Uh-huh.
upon death, and then going into the paradise of the afterlife.
It is a pretty striking image, I mean, when you think about it.
It's powerful, right? And it makes you think about these concepts in a whole new way.
It does. And the womb as a symbol in general, I mean, it represents safety, comfort, right? That kind of transition,
Yeah.
like a space of preparation. And in Islamic thought, the way that they view Earth is pretty similar, like a temporary home where souls are kind of being tested and prepared for that ultimate destination.
Okay, so like a testing ground almost.
Exactly. Yeah.
And speaking of reaching that destination, Dr. King, he says to enter paradise, one must experience death as a Muslim.
Yeah.
What does that really mean?
Well, it brings in the whole concept of the Day of Judgment, right?
Yeah.
It's this central belief in Islam
Mhm.
that on that day, every single person will be held accountable
Accountable for.
for their actions in life, the things they did, the choices they made.
Right.
And so, paradise in Islamic theology, it's not a guarantee.
So it's not just a given.
No, not at all. It's earned through faith and righteous deeds.
Righteous deeds. So like what would those be specifically? Can you give some examples?
Sure. I mean, I think it really encompasses a whole spectrum of actions and behaviors, right?
Yeah.
So it could be things like acts of kindness,
Mhm.
charity, prayer, fasting, going on pilgrimage.
Right. So essentially it's about how you live your life.
Exactly. It's
Oh.
about striving to live in a way that aligns with the teachings of Islam,
Yeah.
focusing on personal growth, but also contributing to the well-being of others.
Hmm. So it's not just about you, it's about the community.
Exactly. It's about your impact on the world around you.
Yeah. I like that. It's making me think there's this other part in the article that really jumped out at me, and it was where Dr. King hints at this grander universe
Okay.
beyond, our current understanding, almost like how an unborn baby has no concept of Earth.
Right.
Can you talk a little bit about that in relation to Islamic cosmology and beliefs about the afterlife?
Yeah, absolutely. So Islamic cosmology, it speaks of this vast and intricate universe. And much of it, it remains beyond our comprehension. It's like trying to explain, the internet to someone who's never seen a computer.
Right. It's beyond our grasp.
Exactly. And descriptions of paradise in Islam, they often evoke this realm of just unimaginable beauty and bliss, things that exceed anything that we know on Earth.
So it's like a whole other dimension.
Right. It's like stepping into a reality that our current minds, they just can't grasp.
Wow. That's pretty powerful. And so bringing it all back to this womb metaphor, it really does, it brings those ideas to life, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It helps us understand that, death from an Islamic perspective isn't an ending.
Right.
It's a transition.
Exactly. It's a transition into a higher state of existence, of being.
And it emphasizes that our time here on Earth, it's precious, right?
Exactly.
It's an opportunity for growth and development, just like that baby developing in the womb before it's born.
And it makes you think about how we spend that time.
Right.
Like
yeah.
what we choose to focus on.
Yeah. This has been such a fascinating conversation.
It really has.
It's really made me think, and just this idea of Earth being like a womb, preparing us for something greater. It's powerful.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder how would we act differently? If we really looked at our lives through that lens, how would we approach the challenges we face? It's a question we were thinking about, isn't it?
It really is. It makes you realize how much we still have to learn and discover.
Exactly. Always more to explore.
Always.
Thanks for diving